Hi guys, I wanted to make a quick video as quick as I can and share with you some things that I've learned. I shared this in a meeting that I did in last weekend, and it really is kind of an eye-opener for a lot of people, and I know it was for me. So let me just get started. I want to talk about your immune system, and your immune system lives in your gut. The majority of your immune system is located in your gut, in your colon. 70 to 80% of your immune system lives there, according to whoever you talk to. But anyway, the majority of it. We're all born with a microscopic amount of yeast or fungus in our colon. Its primary purpose is for decomposition, so that when we die, it can start eating that dead matter and returning us to the earth. A lot like when a tree dies and falls in the forest, the mushrooms and the fungus start breaking it down, bacteria gets in there, starts breaking it down and returning it to the earth. So we're a lot the same way in that aspect. It's kind of a cool thing that, our Creator had a plan for us from the very beginning to the very end. That's what I think anyway. I think that's a cool thing. So here's what happens is that yeast is called Candida, and it has a really hard exoskeleton. It's called a chitin layer. So that's important. So how it overgrows or whatever is, becomes abundant and starts taking over your immune system is that we give it a highly processed diet. Foods are just not the same as they were when our ancestors were alive and they could keep a healthy immune system. Antibiotics, steroids. Steroids are immune suppressors, so let that sink in. Where's your immune system live? In your gut. So immune suppressors, which are steroids, other prescription medications, birth control pills, those kind of things. Sugar feeds yeast. You ever proofed bread? When you go to make bread and you proof the yeast, you put it in a little bit of warm water, sprinkle a little bit of sugar on it, and it starts, growing, and you know that the yeast is active then, because it's alive. So it's think of that, this is kind of the same way. Okay, so when we give it this highly processed diet with lots of sugar and, foods that are hard for it to, that are already digested basically by the time we get them, the antibiotics and the steroids, birth control pills, prescription medications, when they all come in, and I'm not saying that those are a bad thing, those are a necessity to our life, and they're important. I'm not saying don't use those. I'm just saying that this is what happens, okay? So you want to keep your gut healthy because of that. The more you know, the more you can, deal with things. So that yeast has this, so the antibiotics and the steroids go in and they kill off all the bad bugs. Well, they kill off all the good bugs too, the good bacteria that keeps your immune system healthy. Well, now there's a ton of dead matter. So now that little bit of fungus has a buffet of dead matter and is able to munch, 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 and it just grows and grows and grows. Well, remember I said it has that chitin layer, that hard exoskeleton. Think of it like a cockroach or a crustacean, something that crunches if you step on it. That is a chitin layer. And what happens is, I think of it like a BB. Here's these little tiny microscopic fungus, and let's say if I took a shotgun and I shot the wall, well, then there would be these holes, this loosening where things could pass through easier. So think of it like this, like if the walls of your colon are connected like this, they're all pushed together and really tight, nothing, well, it starts breaking, loosening it. So now you have free passage, basically a screen door for things that were never intended to be on the outside of your colon, now can pass through into your bloodstream. So then what happens is your body starts to go to war with itself and starts attacking those foreign bodies. So now your body is autoimmune, okay? This is called leaky gut, okay? That loose joints, that screen door that allows stuff that was never meant to be on the outside, or never meant to be on the outside of your colon in your bloodstream now has that screen door and can pass through. You have a leaky gut or permeable intestine. Okay, Google some of this, you know, look it up. Take any of your symptoms or whatever and Google it with leaky gut. So I used to think that Candida was a vaginal yeast infection. Well, it is, but it's also dandruff and eczema and asthma and mystery illnesses like lupus, MS, diabetes, fibromyalgia, those kind of things. They all link back to your immune system and where they're autoimmune diseases. So if you can get your gut healthy, then you can improve those. I'm not saying that what I'm telling you is going to cure, treat, or prevent anything, but you can go in there and heal that leaky gut. You know, get your immune system healthy so that you're able to feel better and those kind of things. So what's important about that is I take a probiotic, okay? A probiotic that has 5 strains of probiotic enzyme. One of them is an antifungal that has an enzyme in it. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe it's not an enzyme, but anyway, the ingredient is chitosanase, and I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, that is able to break down that hard exoskeleton, that chitin layer, and able for the other beneficial enzymes to get in there and kill off basically that candida overgrowth. So you're able, and then the other 5 strains with beneficial yeast as well to repopulate a healthy environment is able to go in there and clean up, you know, make your immune system healthy, beef it up, you know. So that's really exciting. I hope that's some pretty good information and helps you understand about some of the things I've been trying to talk about and tell you about why it's important for treating your gut health and what this whole candida overgrowth and leaky gut is about. And if you want to know more, get back with me or the person that shared this with you, because we can help you get your gut healthy and help with inflammation and blood sugar and all those things that contribute to you know, those issues that you're having. All right, hope that's helpful.